Hey Seth, so when I first heard you were coming out with your bike giveaway, I was really excited, and it was really gave me a little bit of hope. I've been watching your videos for a while, maybe about a year and a half or so. I especially enjoy the videos that you do with Brian. I think when you guys were in Bentonville, Arkansas, those videos were pretty cool. I always thought the trail system there was pretty interesting. Hopefully soon I'll be able to go there. But right now I have a slight issue, or a couple issues rather. I go to Penn State. My name's Joey Keating. I'm 18, almost 19 years old. Be 19 next month. I'm a biology major at Penn State. And on the weekends and during the week I used to mountain bike and I fly fish a lot as well. I'm part of the Penn State Fly Fishing Club and part of the Penn State Mountain Biking Club. And then in November, I had a series of unfortunate events happen to me. Before I left for Thanksgiving break, someone stole my bike. I had a giant Talon 4 that I got for Christmas 3 years ago when I first started mountain biking. And I started off just with like doing rail trails and long rides, and then I started watching your videos and Brian's videos and the single track sampler videos, and I really started to enjoy single track mountain biking, and I realized that my bike wasn't really up to par for what I wanted to do. So I ended up upgrading just about everything on it. I replaced the fork myself, rims, wheels, brakes. I upgraded to a 1x11 drivetrain, and I spent all this money on it. And then in November, before I left for Thanksgiving break, someone stole my bike. I just rode down to send out a letter at the post office to my girlfriend, and I came back out and someone had cut my lock and stole my bike. So I haven't found it since then. I've kind of been without a bike since then, and I've been dying to ride, and that's one of the problems. The other problem actually is that on November 25th, the night before I was going back to school for Thanksgiving break, I was in a really bad car accident with my friend Scott. We were driving and it was slippery and a deer ran out, and we swerved and my friend Scott lost control of the vehicle and we hit a tree and flipped over. And when we flipped over, the car immediately caught fire. I was unconscious for a couple minutes and Scott was unconscious the whole time. And I woke up and my leg was on fire. Both my legs from the waist down were on fire. And if it weren't for someone who happened to be driving by, I mean, this was relatively late at night, someone who was driving by probably wouldn't be here today, and I wouldn't be able to make this video, I wouldn't be able to ride a bike again or fish or whatever that is. And someone broke through the back window and I was able to get free and climb through the back window. And I have I had 3 tibial fractures, a Liz Franck injury in my left foot, 3rd-degree burns from the waist down on most of my legs. I tore my extender pollicis tendon in my thumb completely, so it took a while to get my full movement back. Still not quite there yet, but we're getting there. It gets better every day. I broke L4 and L5 in my back. I had a transverse process fracture on L5 and a compression fracture in L4. I had a collapsed lung, bilateral pulmonary contusions. Both my lungs were bruised. But also I had a grade 3 spleen laceration. And I broke my neck. And there's something else I'm forgetting. And then I had a small brain bleed that they had to address too. And I got in the ambulance after waiting there for a few minutes with the people who saved me, who I'm extremely grateful for, and and I lost feeling in my left leg. So when I got to Hershey Medical Center, they did an emergency escharotomy where they make small slits with a scalpel. They made them from my knee down to my ankle to relieve all the pressure in my leg because it was constricting. The burns were acting as a tourniquet and constricting all the blood flow to my foot. And they couldn't put me to sleep because they had to airlift me to Lehigh Valley Hospital, which was about an hour and a half. So I got in a helicopter, and I couldn't be asleep in the helicopter, so they did that while I was awake, and that wasn't very fun. But I'm getting closer, and I'm recovering more every day, and I have 2 weeks until I can put weight on my left foot. So when I can put weight on my left foot, they told me that I can start to try and ride a bike again. And hopefully by the spring, I'll be able to actually be riding a bike again. I have skin grafts from my waist down, so I kind of have to be careful of everything. But they told me I can start to ride again, and hopefully by the end of the summer, I'll be pretty much back to normal. But the reason I really would like this bike is because right now, with my bike being stolen and everything that's happening to me, I don't really have, I don't really have any money that I can afford to get a bike right now. And I really love to be able to ride a bike again and have a bike that when I heal and when I'm ready to do that I have a bike that's capable of propelling me and I'm capable of propelling the bike beyond where I was before, and in a way that I can progress and further myself, and it'll give me an outlet also. It's very difficult. I've basically been confined to this bedroom for the last 3.5, 4 months. So it'll be nice when I can finally get outside again and enjoy the outdoors and be able to, I don't know, just enjoy life normally again. And I've always loved your videos, and I especially love that the Diamondback Release 3. I was looking into them before. I was saving up money. I work at a bike shop called the Bike Shop, and it's on West College Ave and State College. And I worked there, and I've been saving up some money to try to get a bike, but I had to. That's all been gone just from paying for some stuff. But we don't carry Diamondbacks. If we carry Cannondale Giant and Specialized, that was the other one. And Specialized, but I've always looked Diamondback. I always thought it was good. Bang for your buck, kind of. I mean, not that a $4,000 bike is a bang for your buck, but the components that you get versus the price, and when you compare that to other brands, that it's pretty comparable. So, whoever you choose, I'm sure will enjoy the bike, but I think the bike will give me definitely an outlet when I'm healed and I'm better at doing life a little bit more. When I get back to school, I'm going to need a bike to ride around on campus too, but I'm never going to let it outside again. But I'm going to attach some pictures so you know I'm not just screwing with you, because I don't want that either. And but I really enjoy your videos. Keep it up. Watch them all the time. And when I was in the hospital for about a month. They always gave me some, always just kind of picked me up a little bit, knowing that watching you have fun on bikes, and knowing that one day I'll be back there too. So I'm going to include some photos now. I really appreciate you doing this contest, you and both Diamondback. It's a great way to really connect with your fans and really give back to the YouTube community. So I'm going to roll some pictures, but thanks a lot, Seth. Thank you.